Hello? Okay. All right, guys. All right. Dave Carlisle, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Dave Carlisle? Let me know if you can hear me. Type one if you can hear me. Type one if you can hear me, please. Type two if I guess nobody can. It's not working. Hello? 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 Nobody can hear me. Okay. I guess it is messed up.
Yes, I can hear you. There you go, brother. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, there we go. Dang it. I have no clue what was going on. What's going on? What's going on? Devon.
Okay.
All right.
All right. All right, guys. It seems like we got a little technical difficulty with StreamYard. I usually introduce my guests before they come on, but we had a little technical difficulty and we were running late. Um, Dave Carlisle, how you doing, Dave Carlisle? How you doing, Devon McKenzie? I see Devon McKenzie is greeting you right now. I see Dave Carlisle is greeting Devon McKenzie right now. My guest, my guest is none other than the great and wonderful, inspirational, amazing content creator. We all call him Nick Genius. His name is Ortho. Ortho Williams. Yes.
Thank
He
you.
is also a veteran, like myself, as well. He is a amazing, philosophical brother. I enjoy his content. I cannot stop indulging in his content, guys. His information, his content, and everything is inside the description. He also has a PayPal. If you like, you can also um, give our guests, contribute to our guests, and you're gonna hear a story. This is the presence of gift. Um, how did we do? How did we do with this greeting? How did we do with the introduction?
I appreciate that, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes,
Thank you for having me
yes, yes,
tonight.
yes, yes. I see you getting a lot of greetings already. So,
Yeah.
Ortho, we all know that you are one of the most philosophical content creators on the YouTube streets, and we all want to know um, how exactly did you get your start on actually creating content that make a lot of us um, brothers make a lot of us brothers actually
Mhm.
like see um, the side of the side of greatness that is within us because we didn't I tell you before I saw your content I didn't know how great and how magnificent my role in God's purpose. I see when I look at your content that I have a role in God's purpose. I'm
Mhm.
not just a leader on earth, but I will become a leader in the kingdom. How did you get your start in making content that is beyond just creating content, but um, creating content that evokes purpose?
Okay. Thanks for asking me. I want to start. Well, thank you for the opportunity, the chance to be on your channel, brother. I
Hmm.
appreciate that. Thanks for the kind words and the compliments and everything. And I don't want to be long on every response. So let me know or butt in.
Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead.
all right. And the reason I started was I had a vision where I wanted to be a role model or role figure. I know everybody hear that all the time, probably in all my videos.
Hmm.
And so I tried to always stick to that when I'm talking or I'm presenting something. Don't matter if it got to do with history, the current events, the economics, or something that's just been going on. And I try to talk to my brothers and my sisters, mainly my young brothers, and try to get them to see what I'll be seeing. And then I would love to have more people there, but for whatever reason, I'm enjoying whoever be there. And I always said to myself, I'm here for I got a purpose. That's one of my purpose to be here to share everything I get. I share with myself and my heart, my soul and spirit, and then I try to give it back for where everybody else can understand what I'm trying to relay to uh, to the YouTube world, social
Hmm.
media, or just in general when I'm out and about. And I do this, so it's not just I may not have some big old
So
place.
you are definitely a role model to us all. You are
Thank
definitely
you.
a leader uh, to us all. We all enjoy the actual content that you make. Um, it's just it's beyond what we see on YouTube. It's beyond that. I remember when I first met you in 12 Bells on 12 Bells channel, and she's like, "Wow, this is she hyped a lot of people up, but she emphasized that you are a content creator that makes content that evokes purpose among us men,
Hmm.
and when I heard that, I was like, man, she does that to everybody. But when I
Right,
actually
right.
seen that you do you cause a shift in the mindset of a lot of us men, especially black men, brothers like myself. Like I didn't know that there is a great purpose. Um,
Hmm.
well, I knew that I had a purpose, but I didn't know
Right.
that there's a role that I must make in God's purpose with the entire universe.
Hmm.
I feel so small at the same time. I feel so big,
Well, you
because
smell.
God,
I know I'm 6'5". You may not be 6'5", but you don't gotta feel small.
yes, yes, 6'5",
So we never met, man. I'm 6'5", so I don't know what you about 5'9", 5'8",
5'7", actually 5'7", 5'7".
5'7".
Yes,
Oh, I'm taking you for
yes,
5'8", 5'9", because the way you
no,
when you like near a wall near a picture or something, I was like, he about 5'8", five
yes,
nine. Yeah. So
yes,
okay.
and
So I appreciate that, man. Mhm.
we
No,
also
I was saying
talk
I
about
appreciate
Buffalo a
that,
lot.
and I never would want to make
Yes,
somebody feel low because I know how
yes,
that feel. But I take it in a respect, and I respect you. Every time we would talk with veils and everything, every time we together, we always had a good aura about it, good feel. So it's never
yes.
argument or anything. It was just always fun, and I appreciate. And I always said that's a good thing, and I love that about when I'm with you and around her, that side of the YouTube. It's different sides. So, hmm
We have Redhead by Nature in the building. She is in the building, guys.
hey,
We have she's greeting everyone on this lovely Monday. Um,
oh, I can't see.
yeah, she's greeting
Oh,
everyone. Of course, Dave
red,
Carlisle greeting
redhead by
everybody.
nature. How you doing? How you doing, David? How you
Yes,
doing, everybody?
yes. She's an amazing gamer. She makes all of this, and she also does a lot of crafting as well. And she's a comedian of many sorts.
Okay,
She's very hilarious, very hilarious.
I'm gonna check
Yes,
her out.
but me and Otho, we talked about Buffalo briefly last
The,
week, and he was surprised to know that I have been in Buffalo before. I love the area. I love the
mm-hmm.
area. I don't like the football team, but I have an uncle that loved the football team. Since
Okay.
Jim Kelly was
Mm-hmm.
there, so he loved that football team. He loved Buffalo Bills. In fact, he had a birthday yesterday. Shout out to
Oh,
Uncle Kelly
happy born
that
day to
is
Uncle.
watching
Happy
this
girl.
right
Yes,
now.
sir.
But I've been there. Like I said, I've been to Canal Side and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and 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 so forth. Um, it's I know that you love Buffalo. I know that in the your heart is in Buffalo, but explain how um explain how Buffalo really resonate because I can tell that you have the upstate aura about yourself. You have the upstate um, vibe about yourself. And I know when I go to a girls that she has that NYC vibe. But explain how how Buffalo really brings out the best in content creators that are from there. I know another content creator by name of Trucker Z that's from Buffalo,
Okay.
and like that. There's a calm vibe. There's um, um, uh, a calm vibe with people that are from Buffalo. There's a down home nature. It's like being in the South, but it's in like New York. Like I don't know.
Right, right, right. I know what you mean because it's that hospitality. People from New
Yes,
York,
yes,
they even come here and say, "Yo, the hospitality different." Because I had to learn this. Buffalo is a
oh,
customer service city. Like most of
yes.
the people that's trained to do customer service, I just learned this like so many years
Okay.
ago. They had come from Kentucky, Alabama to learn customer service here, which blow my
Yes,
mind. But then when you get here, you know how you've been Canal South downtown, you would
yes,
see it's tourism. It's always something going on. And not just
yes,
Buffalo because it's Erie County. And so in Erie County, you got Lancaster. I know you might not know the places, Depew. It's always events. It's something like
yes,
we even made a website. So when people get here, you can always do it's something always to do. Summertime, the winter, even though we get the storms, the blizzards, it's always something to do. So with that, you're gonna always meet new people. You're gonna always get the people that's from here, and we happy to see people
hmm
from other places because we be asked like, dang, Buffalo a tourist spot, and we be sitting here like in our minds, it's a lot of stuff to do here. Like, what you come here for though? And they tell us, and it'd be good things. It's like like the top three reasons is the people. I was like, all right, so we doing something right when it come to that. And the sad part,
hmm
I haven't never been in New York City. Y'all can get on me for that one. I got to get down there one day and come, even if it's come chill with you or something. I haven't been to New York City yet, so
yes.
that's one something I got to do.
I love I love the whole tri-state area, but the vibe that I get in Buffalo, like I said, it feels like I'm still in the South,
Mm-hmm.
So even the food tastes similar to Southern cooking.
Yes.
I mean, you guys make cornbread, collard greens, just like here in the South. So I mean, so it's really the
We gotta
flavors.
make everything because of the seasons.
Yes.
We get 6 months of winter. We get 2 to 3 months of
hmm
summer. We get a month or
hmm
two of fall or autumn or whatever, and we get like 3 4 months of spring. And so people don't realize you got to eat everything, and then whether you're healthy or whatever your favorite food is, some place down here has it. Because like as I said, it's like we near Canada too. So people will come from Canada, come here, stay here, get places, and go back to Canada. They come shop. So we get a little mixture of everybody and everything. Then the tourism. So, but the main people here, they know how to do everything because we getting a bit of everything every season. So every season bring something new.
Yes. I forgot how close it is to Niagara Falls. I forgot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Got that too.
I
You
forgot
ever?
how close it is to Niagara Falls.
Yeah,
Niagara Falls like right there. So yeah,
right
I
there.
forgot.
Yeah.
You're right. Canada is right there too. So
Mm-hmm.
I forgot.
Yeah. And
But
all you need though,
uh,
if you ever get here, is a called a enhanced license. If you want to go to Niagara Falls, I mean Canada side, if you need an enhanced license, they let you go. They say, "What's your business? Check your car or whatever you got." They bout your way, and they not hard, and they not hard or whatever. So that's it's called an enhanced license if you ever want to go to Canada. And then the falls is right there. If you ever go to Niagara Falls, if you come in Buffalo, the falls right there. Been the falls and everything, and you can see that it looks sweet in the wintertime. With the water frozen, somebody, you know what I heard? I heard that they can turn that off. I don't know if that's true or not. I just heard that about a month ago. I was like, how do you turn off the fall? They're like, no, you can't turn the water off. I guess it's a specific spot where they can like
mhm,
block it or something. I never knew that. So that
okay,
was new to me. I just
that
learned that.
makes that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But if you turn it off, then that's power to almost every surrounding community. So
Yeah.
you can't really.
They do that, I think, more in the winter
Mhm,
or it's sad. Like the great thing about it is the ambience, but I think safety too. When it
oh,
comes to like safety, if it's too much going on in the water, they slow it down, or whatever. It's not turned off. They find a way to block it, and they. I never knew that. I just learned that. So like wow.
okay.
So
That
yeah.
makes sense. Well, you're a vet just like myself. You
Mm-hmm.
know that like when it's like snowing a lot, that water through pipes is like
Yeah.
it gets frozen through pipes. Water gets
Yeah.
frozen, and it's like a hard time trying to get the
Mm-hmm.
ice in the pipes to melt,
Yeah.
especially if they're metal pipes. So
Mm-hmm.
it's
They cut
it makes
everything
sense.
off. You can't you can't even walk the area no more. You got to go up. It's like a building you go at, and it's like about uh I don't want to say a half a football field. So you
Mhm.
can't go near it. You can't. They don't have nobody go near it in the winter when it's frozen in the
Yeah,
wintertime.
yeah.
Safety
So
purposes.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We that military, yeah. Those pipes, all one frozen pipes. Oh
Yes,
no. We
sir.
need our showers. We need our
Mm-hmm.
showers.
Yeah, you gotta let the water. Oh yeah, so people may not know about the winters here. Real quick, the winters here. If you come in during November to maybe April, sometimes May, you need a coat. You gotta have gloves. Gotta wear a scarf. Coat is a must. People that have come from different cities, they won't like. I got a coat. I was like, no, you need a first down. Like you need something thick that's gonna keep you warm. As soon as they feel that cold, they're like, yo, this is a different cold. And we try to warn them. We try to warn them.
Yes.
You can't wear that what you wear in your city. That's what like Atlanta or something. I met a lady. She came from Atlanta here in the winter. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness. I like, she was cool, trying to be with her. She didn't have a coat. I was like, get a coat. She didn't bring, she wore like this puffer thing, but it was like, it had sleeves and everything too, and it was long. She thought that was
Mhm.
going to do. No, that definitely wasn't going to do. Let me
Okay.
silence that. That definitely wasn't going to do. So she had learned. Then we got a real coat when she got here.
Yeah,
Sorry about
we
that.
got Althea in the building. We got
Mm-hmm.
Althea in the
Oh,
building.
how you doing, Athea?
Yeah, Althea is amazing Jamaican young lady. She does vlogs in her community and let us
Okay.
know how the life is in her community and everything. She's a very uh, friendly person in the community, very friendly. She shares a lot of
Mm-hmm.
the Jamaican cuisine, and she shows us how to get fresh meat in Jamaica and stuff like that. Even though she doesn't even eat meat, she shows how to get fresh meat. You know how to do planting in Jamaica and everything year round. It's a lot
Okay.
of great things that she does important in Jamaica. Yeah, she's important in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
we got our brother Lefty in the building as well. You know, Lefty goes around showing love to every content creator that's out there. You know, so yeah, we got Lefty in the building.
How you
Yes,
doing? How
so
you doing?
I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you. Since becoming a content creator, um, since becoming a content creator, I wanted to ask you, how do you remain so so positive on YouTube, because you have been um, very positive in the comments. I admit,
Mm-hmm.
like you're one of the top commenters that we have, and Miss Althea as well. She's a great commenter, and I have taken a lot of my commenting techniques from you, because you are uber positive. You're not just a positive content creator, but you are an uber positive commentator, so to speak. So, how do you remain positive in the comments? I know that you come across content that
Mm-hmm.
you don't like, and I'm sure you're still positive. So, how do you remain positive? Because I know I do it. When I see content that I don't like, I still
Mm-hmm.
find something positive about it, because I know that they take the time to create the content. They take the
Right.
time to post the content, and they take the time to make a description and make a title. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
know it takes effort to do all of that. And
Mm-hmm.
with your actual comments, I use that. I always refer back to your comments, and I'm like, man, if Mr. Otho was here, he would
Mm-hmm.
say that this is good content. You know,
Yes.
so he would find something positive about this content. How do you remain positive? Because I see your comments in other, on other channels, and it's always positive. And I have to wonder, how do you remain so positive?
I learned you got to encourage. I know you didn't want to hear it so simple. He was like, probably like it's gonna be some philosopher or some scholar way or guru. No, I always said to myself, just as you just said, somebody took the time out. They wrote a caption. They had this idea and they was able to interpret it to a video and then into words, like articulated as well. So I said, if that was me, how would I look at it? And then if it wasn't the greatest positive response, I would say, hey, you ever thought about that? Because I seen it. I don't know if you did that and you changed it at the last moment. So I try to give like a good positive criticism to keep
Wow,
encouraging them. Mm-hmm. And I
wow.
wanna I think encouraging you when you do your poems. I let you know I actually read them. So too, what I also do, it can be 5 minutes, 5 seconds, 15 minutes. I try to listen like while I'm on my way to work or I'm on break or doing something or going somewhere. I travel on a bus, so I like let me find all my peoples. I call y'all all my people. I say family. I don't say I'm following you. I say you part of the family, and I say let me listen to my family today. I got 10 minutes. I can listen to. I got 10 minutes every year for everybody. 15 minutes or whatever I got to give, and I comment on that and I say okay, and I'll do the same thing. I try to incorporate things that you might bring something up. I say, oh yes, let me start bringing that back to what I was doing because that was my whole purpose. So you remind me too, and you encourage me of my purpose. Like even with this, you're encouraging us, and I appreciate you with
Thank
giving
you.
us a gift to present who we are to people.
I'm I will tell you, I have seen
Uh-huh.
videos that suck, and I have seen you come in there. I'm like, I knew this video sucked. I know it sucked. And you're like, keep pushing. You're going like, I know this video sucked. It's like you're doing a great job, but
You got to,
it's
because you
so
know what's
positive. I'm
funny?
like, it's twice. I've literally seen you comment positive on a video that I know sucked. It was upside down, and you're still positive. I'm like, what is this? Like, how?
Because you,
How?
it's like you got to, because you don't want to discourage that person. Because like I said,
It, it,
I don't have a lot of people, right? But it's one person that hear it. And if I discourage that person, that what somebody needed to hear that day or whenever they watch that person's video, it could be a year later. And
okay,
and I discourage them, they might not never hear that message.
okay,
And so
okay.
so
And I see you get the
that's
hearts. Like every time I look at one of your
yeah,
comments, you always get the heart. And it's like I
yeah.
don't always get the heart, but you always get the heart. So it's like,
Just
wow. I'm like, wow,
and,
this guy is really on top of his game. He's really on top of his
then I
game.
learned this too. If you don't have nothing to say, what's your favorite gift? Like mine is my emoji. So
Okay.
put the hands up with the heart or something, or put a smile or something to encourage the person. Let them know, hey, I seen you. And sometimes I don't get a chance to watch the video, or I'm late coming to the video or seeing it. Like when I see your post, I was like, let me listen. I love that. So I'm like, all right, let me hit my brother up and let him know that I enjoyed his video and what was it about. What I got, whatever I got out of it, I try to share that because you
But
never know.
now you on the community tabs doing it. I'm like, what? This guy on
People don't even
the
know
community
too.
tab. Like you're
People don't
positive
even
on
know.
here. And I don't know how you continuously like still be positive and positive and positive. Like a person
Mm-hmm.
could be like, oh, I'm not going live, and you're positive about it. So like, I don't know. I don't know. But
Right?
you
Because
you
it's
you really you really make me want to be more positive when I do my comments. And I find a lot of like content that's not positive worthy, and
mm-hmm.
I always reflect to what you would say, or I would literally look for a video of mine that you actually like put a comment on. I'd be like, all right, he was positive. I know my stuff suck
Mm-hmm.
on this one, so let me be positive, and it works. It works. It helps me become a better commenter. It helps me
Yeah.
to comment more positive on other people stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I started getting pinned, because of you. So I
Yeah.
appreciate what you have done, for me and my tenure
Thank
on
you. Thank you.
YouTube. Like I know you don't see yourself as a coach to everyone, but you are really a coach to me in commenting. You are a coach to me in life skills. You are a coach to me on not just on YouTube, but with my children. I
Mm-hmm.
know you don't have children, but there's so many things that you have taught me as a man that I can't find in my own self, and
Mm-hmm.
I found in your content. So
Oh,
I
thank you, man. I
appreciate
appreciate
that.
that. Yeah, I try to do my best, man. I appreciate it.
I know
That's
one
all
day
I
when you
want. I
do
want.
become a dad, like
Yeah.
you're gonna be like that guy. You're gonna be the dad that the child that any child would love to
Yeah.
have. So
I
or
just
any
I just
children
hope my
would.
child don't get tired of me.
Well, the
They're like,
good
Dad,
guys.
leave me
It
alone.
happened with the good
Like,
guys.
Dad, leave me
Yeah.
alone. Like, I can't leave you alone. I waited all these years. I can't leave you alone.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Big ups to
I
you being
know.
a good father, man. Like, I may not. I also tell my brothers, uh,
Yeah.
always be a good father, and I know you. I know you a good father, and stay
Hmm.
encouraged doing that, man. Because the way the world is, man, that's why I try to be as happy as positive I can be, because a lot of the young men don't get an opportunity to see or hear goodness. Like every time I hear somebody family talking about my nephew's out of control, my cousin, I gotta go check him. I gotta go, and I tell them, no, hold on. They seen that their whole life. When
Okay.
the last time you hugged them? Last time
Okay.
you gave them love? Don't worry about what he
Mhm.
did. It's like, oh, that sounds stupid. He doing bad. He gonna keep doing bad. I say, if you keep giving them anger, he gonna be angry. And they don't. A lot of people. I don't think people really get that part. If a child's being bad and you give them anger back all the time, they're gonna present that to everybody they're around. And we
Mhm.
think that for some reason we think that's who they are. That's not who they are. That's what they're receiving. So I try to explain that to a homie. He still don't get it with his nephew. His nephew doing things. I say, give that man love. Give him a hug. They haven't got a hug. He's like, I don't hug him. I was like, that's the problem. You never told them you loved them. And then that's what sometimes some people need. Just that embrace, that warm embrace.
Uh, Nice Chris Brown quote. Nice segue into Chris Brown son. Nice segue. But yes, I agree with you. I'm a I'm a over affectionate dad, you know.
Mhm.
But I got two boys, and they're like, "Ah,
That's
Dad,
good, man. They
come
gon' they
on,
gonna
you hugged
need
me
that.
yesterday.
They need that.
Yeah, you hugged me yesterday." So I'm
Uh-huh.
over affectionate.
No, they need that because the
So
world ain't gonna give it
because
to
they
them.
grew up with all that hugging.
Hmm.
Yeah,
The
they
world
grew up
ain't
with
gonna
all
give
that
it to them.
hugging and all of that stuff. So
Give them a hug
yeah,
every time
so
you see them.
yeah. But I know when they have kids, they would
Yeah,
be affectionate. So
yeah. They
they'll
gonna
be
see it.
affectionate
Don't
fathers
matter how
toward their
they
children.
don't matter how they say it to you now. Trust me, they're gonna be happy when they get older that you gave them hugs. You was affectionate towards them.
Yeah, I think me and my brother and I, we were raised, by a very affectionate dad. So we're my brother and I, we're affectionate towards our children and
Hmm.
towards one another because our dad raised us to be affectionate.
Okay,
So
that's good.
and of course to our women, we're very affectionate.
Hmm.
So
Yes, yes. I
over
know, I know, I know what
over
you meant. I
affectionate to the
know.
women, like really,
Yeah.
so
No, I know what you meant.
until they get on our nerves, women do they do get on our nerves sometimes.
That's women
But
for you. You can't live without them, man. But they be they
oh
in
yeah,
their own
yeah,
way.
you really you're on top of that. The women, like, you're on top of the content about you know being affectionate towards women. You're
Hmm.
very on top of that content. I I see your content and the way you express um your 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 love towards women,
Hmm.
and you also express the reality of um, um, going into pitfalls with previous relationships and recovering and all that. I mean, you really um, talk the negative and talk the positive about being an affectionate man towards your woman. I've never seen a man that's so vulnerable and so open about that in a public um, arena. I've never seen it. I hear it in music, but I've never seen a man that's willing to share that part of himself, you know, about being open towards a woman and receiving um, bad experiences like you have and recovery from that and you're just preparing everyone else for that. Like, you're
Yeah.
gonna have to recover from this. You're gonna have to become a positive person all over again because that's naturally
Hmm.
so I've never seen that before,
Thank
and
you. Thank
believe it or
you.
not, it has helped me. Um, it has helped me get back to a state of mind where I'm open to um, I'm open to going back into a relationship.
Yeah.
But
That's
I tell you
that's
what,
part of my
before
curation. Yeah,
I'm saying,
that's part. That's part of my curations. Like, you're a content curator. My curations, like what I put everything together. That's about me, and that's part of my purpose is to show. So a lot of young men have experience not so great part, and I want to be that man that expressed that, not in that negative side of YouTube or social media. Do you know them hashtags? You know them words? I hate using them. I try not to bring them up. I'll make videos describing them or explaining to young black men coming up. Like, I experienced this too, and thank you, Charlene. I experienced this as well growing up, and this is what I experienced. You don't gotta hide it. It's nothing to be shameful of. It's nothing to be scared to tell people because it's not your fault that you got made fun of for whatever reason. And that's on those people. That's not on you. So I want to show them young men how to go through it because I didn't have the example how to go through it. My example going through it and everything, thank you, Charlene, is I made sure that I had to learn how to take the hurt out of it. And by me taking the hurt out of it, I was able now to reach a side or go to a side where I can reach young black men or young men that was experiencing what I was experiencing. And I wanted them to know that you don't have to follow other people or be as other people just to explain who you are. Then still at the end of the day, be yourself, but then learn so you don't walk away. And that's the one of the key things I'm learning online. People is teaching hurt. You don't gotta walk away hurt and then carry that for the rest of your life or whatever time
okay,
frame. Mm-hmm.
I I I see it. I see it, and I see that. I see that a lot of times you
Thank you.
you're when I first saw it, I was like, oh, he's talking down on women. But the reality is that you the reality is that you're talking to you're not talking down on the woman. You're actually telling that these gentlemen that there are women out there that just want to hurt you, because they have been
Mm-hmm.
hurt. And and the more I see it, the more I see it, the more I realize that you're really trying to warn every gentleman that don't go after something that just look nice. Go after something with more substance. Look for seek something that you want to fight for, because getting in a relationship is
Right.
not about one person. It's about us. It's not about me. It's about us. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
sacrifice. And you put that
Mm-hmm.
scripture out there, that the man, just as you want a woman to submit or a wife to submit, you have to be a husband that's willing to sacrifice. You have to be a
Right.
man that's willing to sacrifice. And I see your content and I realize that,
Mm-hmm.
am I willing to like sacrifice? Am I willing to give up a part of me
Uh-huh.
that's willing to be hurt in order in order to make sure my home is sanctified? Am I willing to
Yeah.
be hurt in order to be sanctify
Mm-hmm.
our whole home? And that's one of the things that I was battling with. And the
Okay.
more I see your content, the more I see you talk about, how I was born to lead a home, how I was
Mm-hmm.
born to be a man without fear, only fear God. Oh, your
Mm-hmm.
content, your
Thank
content,
you.
man.
Thank
You put
you.
this out
And look
there,
at
like
it.
you put this out there for the whole world, and it's more than just you putting content. It's a ministry. It's
Thank you.
evangelism. It's it's a mentorship. It's You're putting things out there that should have been already, like,
Yes.
I know you read a lot. You're a well studied content creator. Before you came on here, I know that you probably like studied the whole idea of like getting young men and of course
Mm-hmm.
older men, mature men
Yes.
into a state of recovery,
Mm-hmm.
so that men of color, black men, could be willing to love again.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. I know that this is about you, and I'm speaking so highly about your content, but people have to go and see it for themselves. They have to go and see it for themselves. That that if there is someone on here that that I know there's a lot of mothers on here
Mm-hmm.
that are raising young men, young
Yes.
black men, and
Yes.
everything. And your channel would get them through the recovery of a breakup like it's nothing.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. And
but
that's my next big step is I'm calling it the Brother Talk series. And
mhm,
there's a model for it. I don't
mhm,
remember the top of my head. I haven't done it in a while. As you said, I study. So I'm putting I'll keep asking myself, how can I come back with this new model
mhm,
without saying like I'm just switching up just because I'm trying to, and it's never about making money. I don't worry
mhm,
about, it's always about reaching, like you said, the young men. And I want to involve a lot of the young men so they can come to me in the channel, right?
mhm,
Even though I don't ask them, do you want to be live? Or I like an interview and then go over it later by myself and explain what I talked about with other young men if they don't want to put their face online. And I say that's good. Like you said, help other young men. And thank you for recognizing my videos is not about attacking black women. It's about things that I experienced through the being with black women that allowed me to open up and share things that I experienced with them, as you said.
yeah.
So I don't want people to think, oh, I'm attacking women or I hate women. That's the first thing. And then my next step is, did you listen to that the rest of the 10 minutes? Or you listen for the first 5 minutes, heard what you wanted to hear, heard what you want to hear, and then listen to the rest, what I said after that. And that's my
I I
biggest. Mm-hmm.
I felt that. I felt that when I
Okay.
first went there. I
Mm-hmm.
honestly felt, oh my God, this guy is attacking. But then but then I want to confront you in your live stream, and then
Okay.
I see that you have all these sisters in there. So I'm like,
Yeah.
why are they coming? Why are they? And then I hear you talk, and then I hear you talk and everything, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
wow, this guy really like has like sisters backing him,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand how could he talk down about them and then they're backing him.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched another video and then I realized that, oh, that's what it's about. He loved black women so much
Mm-hmm.
that he's putting himself out there and letting everyone know that not every woman, black woman, sister, not every queen is a queen. Not every
Mm-hmm.
black woman is a queen. Some of them need that crown. Some of them need you to show them where the crown is. They don't
Yes.
even believe that they deserve a crown.
Mm-hmm.
They've been hurt so much that they're hurting you, that they
Mm-hmm.
don't see the crown that you see that they already have.
They already got it. So some never got it from their father. People don't even
You know?
understand, real quick, that woman get that crown from her father. And then I asked the women about, what about their brothers in their life, their uncles? It's like they wasn't around. Or you want to know something crazy? A lot of women
Mm-hmm.
don't have brothers. I never like I can sound naive or silly. Like I'm thinking everybody got brothers. Maybe their brother did something that got hurt. No, she had 4 sisters. She the fifth girl. No brothers, just a dad. So they don't have men in the homes be like, I'm gonna protect my sister. So I can see why she hurt when she go outside. She ain't had no man protecting her. Her dad was at work. He come on protect her. It's different because there's not a physical man there when she need that protection. And that's all she was saying. I want a physical man there with that protection. So I try to explain to the young men about when they got hurt by that same woman, she wasn't
Okay.
thinking the way you, she wasn't purposely trying to hurt you. And then you don't have to purposely try to hurt her back or use her. So I don't go too deep into it, but that's where I'll be aiming at. I let them know. I love talking to the young men because my mother wasn't like a single mother. She had the family, but
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't really a lot of the like that men came from like my uncle and things of that nature that showed me things, good or bad. And I want to be the
Speaking
one
of
like they can come to and see some of that.
speaking of amazing, um, speaking of amazing black women, we have California Ford 44,
Mm-hmm.
which is Lucretia, and we also have Charlene Hill in the building. Amazing black women right there. Um, both amazing mothers as well. Um, we know that Charlene
Mm-hmm.
Hill is a married black woman. We also know that Lucretia is a engaged black woman. So they have found it. They have found men that see their crown, and everything. Um,
Yes,
I, I,
yes.
I, I, I look at the blessing of that, and every time I see that that crown, that the man crown the woman, even at the actual wedding, like I've seen it before, like the black woman get the crown and everything. Oh man,
Yes.
let me not get too much in the ways because I might
All right,
cry.
all right, all right.
I might cry. I might cry. I cry at weddings.
All right.
But in fact, I went to a wedding in Buffalo. That's why I went recently. I went with like a um, ex girlfriend of mine,
Mm-hmm.
and we went to her brother wedding, and yep, the crown and every. I cried. I cried. Believe it or not, I cried.
Okay.
But
Ain't nothing. I'm not even mad at you. I can't say nothing. Hey, that's where that's
yeah,
you open it up. You cry,
yeah,
you let people know. Hey, not mad at you.
yeah, yeah. So yes, we watch your channel and we see all of this. We see you try to prepare all men, not just young men, but all men for the trauma that a black woman could be facing and everything. And he has to realize that he may have to get hurt,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
order to reach that layer of her, for her to actually see that he does value her.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes a lot of it
Mm-hmm.
takes a lot of courage for a person to come on here, a man to come on here, um,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and speak so highly about fighting for something that you believe in, and
Mm-hmm.
recovering from it, and still going back to ensure that if you really want to crown that queen, if you really want to, you're gonna have to go through this. You're gonna have to go through
Mm-hmm.
that fire with her.
Yes.
Building empires don't just happen with one person.
All right.
So I see your content, and it makes me more than optimistic about the future. Like
All right. Because you know what too? You know what go along with that? Now I have to express this. Outside of
mm-hmm,
that, I don't know if you've seen I got playlists. One of them
uh-huh,
is the power of like I call it the power of oneness.
okay,
And I speak about self-worth,
mm-hmm,
good. I go into the definition, the understanding, biblical, spiritual understanding. So that goes along with it. So you not so if they go back and say, I watched this video, and they say, what else? What do I do now? I say, well, go watch go watch the Power of Oneness, Series
uh-huh.
One. And I got the videos, Power of Oneness, Series One, Series Two, Series Three. I'm gonna write a book one day. You know where I came up with that? I was just writing stuff. I came up. I got it written out. It's crazy. It's in the folder, right?
Mm-hmm,
I didn't even realize I wrote that a long time ago,
okay,
like 2006, 7.
okay,
And that's crazy because my mind didn't even think about that. And I wrote a
okay.
book, and it was called Power of Oneness. And I said, that's crazy. It's not crazy, but I said that was, interesting. And so I said, let me bring those to the YouTube. And then when I write the book, when they see the full how to word it, the picture, they can see the picture
The
of what
big
I'm
picture.
trying to display to everybody and show where I'm going with it. And then it's gonna
Hmm.
all come together. So it's gonna be the power of oneness, the power of goodness. It's another one I have too that goes along. So you talk about vulnerability, and it was one that I did. My first one was called reciprocation versus something. I cannot remember. I had got a positive feedback on that. So like how you talked about the positive. If
Hmm.
probably didn't get a positive feedback, even from 5 people, just one, not even one, I probably wouldn't even went forward with it. So even though I'm just positive or try to be encouraging, I appreciate the people that as you, brother, is encouraging and that's around.
Yes.
Out of you wasn't around, I probably wouldn't have kept going.
I,
So
I'm glad that you're still here. I was glad that you're
thank
still here.
you.
I know we
Thank
had
you.
a tough time getting together on here. You know, you
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
schedule conflict. I got a schedule conflict. And,
Uh-huh.
you know, you're bonding with family. I'm bonding with family. But
Right, right.
somehow we made magic today.
Yes,
Somehow we
sir.
made
Yes,
magic
sir.
today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And I am so grateful to have you on here. I just want to ask you,
Mm-hmm.
um, I know you give a lot of advice to young people and mature people
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube and off YouTube. I know you do it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've seen it on Facebook. I was wondering
Mm-hmm.
if you can give a new YouTuber, male, female. I know you do have a large female. You do have a large female fanfare. So um, I I want to know what what advice would you give that new YouTuber that's not reaching milestones as
Mm-hmm.
advertised? You know that we were told if we're consistent that we would get, you know, the views. We were told if we were consistent that we would get the subscribers. We were told if we were consistent that we would get the watch hours.
Mm-hmm.
What advice can you give them because they don't see that there's a bigger purpose behind all this. There's a reason why you came on here. It wasn't for the monetization. There's a reason why I came on here, and it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
for the monetization. So, what advice can you give that new YouTuber that's getting discouraged?
All
Um,
right. Oh yeah. Thank you, Charlene. She said your camera is cutting your head off. I didn't notice that. I should have said something a long time ago.
They want to see my hair.
Yeah,
I got a gray
I
hair up
guess we
there.
can't. I guess you can't see your eyes. You can't see your top part of your body, or like everything, your head and everything, and all
Yeah, I got
that.
gray hair now. I got gray
Oh,
hair.
I got gray hair too. Don't worry about
I
it,
got
brother.
gray
It
hair.
comes, but
I
thank
got
you.
gray
So
hair
thank
now.
you, Charlene, and everything. Okay. What now? Just I don't know. This is me. When I when I started, I said I have a message to tell, and I think about the future. I already came on. I already know my purpose in life, and I'm doing it. I have done it, and I'm going to keep it going. So for everybody that's on here and you're not monetized yet, or you don't see your growth as you see the milestones, as my brother said, you're not getting there. Just remember what you're really on YouTube for. So from your first video to the video you have now, your first reel to the reel you have now, does that match up with your insight of what you wanted to do? And if that matches up with the insight, of what you wanted to do, you are definitely on track. And if it don't, I suggest that you take the time out, go watch some of your own video. I watch all my videos. May sound funny. It's like, so you watch the 200, 300 hours of your videos, how much I have? I have, yes, just as much as I love watching everybody else. I go back because I want to remember, I want to stay on track. I want to keep following that purpose. And then I grew because
Okay.
then I have other people come and remind me, hey, you might be going off track. They send me a personal message or email. Think you off track. Get back on track. Yes, that was good to talk about. Get back on track because they can see my purpose and they enjoy what I have to say. Be outside. Sometimes it's entertaining, but that's not the sole purpose. It's always to reach someone, even if it's only one. That may sound corny or you heard that before, but that was always my goal. So if you're one of those curators, be your own leader. Try not to follow everyone. And and if you looking now, brother, I'll tell them this: if you looking for monetization, go look for curators that actually showing you how to do it. Not I gotta go follow other people and start doing what they doing. No, these creators, so you can YouTube it, Google it, they will show you. And maybe you might see somebody in the chat, go look at their channel. They saying, you ever look at your analytics? You ever look at the longest people watch your video, the time frame? I've probably done that a few times. And
Mm-hmm.
so now that's the next part. If you want to get there, still remember to keep in your mind and in your words, what are you trying to present to the people? And for me, I was appreciative. I think I'm at 172, 74, and I've been doing this for 5 years. Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
thank you. And I still don't have no regrets. I still have a message to give. It's going to come back stronger than ever. And monetization or not, I'm going to have my purpose. I'm going to keep doing that. Always
Amen.
remember your purpose.
Amen.
Thank you.
God, guys, guys, you have gotten it. We have Under Red Darkness. We have Sylvia
Hey, what's up, brother? What's up?
Jones in the building.
Mm-hmm.
We have Sylvia Jones in the building. Under Red Darkness in the building. We got a lot of we got a lot of great content creators in the building.
Mm-hmm.
One of the
Check them
greats
out.
that we got in the building is you. But guys,
Thank you.
but guys, you have heard it straight from.
Did he cut out?
This is the channel. This is the channel right now. He's the guest. This is the present is a gift, guys. You guys heard it straight from him. Um, just find your purpose in what you're doing. Just
Mm-hmm.
find your purpose in what you're doing, and that should lead you to the end goal of everything. Right now, he says that he already he's already has everything to start a book. Guys, stay tuned because he's gonna write a book, guys.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna write a book. He's gonna not only help the culture, but he's gonna help fulfill the purpose that he was born to do. He's gonna fulfill the purpose that he was born to do, guys. This is
And
Ortho Williams.
mm-hmm.
This is Otho Williams Jr. and this is Oneness. Any last words you got for the audience?
Oh, thank you, Charlene, my brother, underrated, great guy. Miss was it 44? Brother David, sister Sylvia, Devon. Who else that big ups that came on? Natural Life, and everybody else that came. Shout out, appreciate one SP, great man. He do this. He does a great job. I appreciate him for the opportunity, bringing me up on his show, his platform, and allowing me to speak my piece and what is my channel about and get back on track. And I always say this, since he said, I said, what I say unto one, I say unto all. It's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely. And I always say, remember, every day it's an opportunity for you to become better, bigger, stronger, wiser. You have a
Ooh,
purpose, focus, and a mission. I always say that. I
that's
say
good.
purpose, focus, and the mission. And it if you follow that and always do that, stay true to yourself, you'll be all right.
Guys, you heard it straight from him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, like I said, his PayPal, and I confirmed it too. His PayPal is also inside. His PayPal is also inside the description, guys. His YouTube is in the description. Snapchat, every other channel, Instagram. Even though he put the wrong Instagram on his Facebook, I got the correct Instagram in the description. Um, his Facebook is also in the description. Every channel you need to, every way of contacting Mr. Otho Williams, to encourage him, to thank him for his amazing interview, his concept of actually like recovering and seeking and seeking um, positivity, because he I know for sure that he find a way to become more positive every day. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's not he's not using the same positivity yesterday that he has today and then use it tomorrow. He seeks more positivity. He continuously
Thank you.
seek more positivity to share it with the world. So guys, I urge you guys to please check him out. I urge you guys to um 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 seek more positivity, not just by yourselves, but with him. Um,
Thank you.
there's no better way to put it that he is here. He is here to improve
Mm-hmm.
not only YouTube but all of humanity. Um, this is one SP. I'm not telling you anything you'd already know. It's time for Crusade.
Mm-hmm.
It's Tuesday. Let's get it.
Hey, shalom.
All right, that should be it.
All right.
Uh, Did it close? Oh, no, it still ain't closed. Ooh, what? Okay. On the red
You still
darkness, still
live.
talking.
No,
Yeah.